Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. I am one of your hosts. Today, I am Fletch, and I am going to be playing my horrid little detective who really needs a break. Uh, and joining me is my wonderful, my beautiful, my lovely, and very talented friend.
Eh. Hello, it's me, the PS5. No, hi. Hi, my name is Starbs, also known as Starbs, and I'm gonna be playing I Hole Up My Horde Thief, Lemonke III, who's definitely not an XP of certain thief. Anyways, so I hold him up, and I hold Camille up. This boy needs good fun times.
Yeah, 'cause Lamonk's also been having a time, hasn't he?
Yeah, yeah. For context, I'm like at the moment I'm basing it on what is currently happening in the series right now. I'll just say yeah, it do be going. It hasn't finished yet, but like
It sure do be going.
yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think we can start with yeah, Camille. What's he doing? How's the boy?
Let's see. The boy has been having a time, but it's a new day. He's probably feeling a little bit better. And let's see. Is he awake? He is, for once.
Awake?
Yes, he is awake. Azumi, on the other hand, very much is not. Camille's probably just reading one of the books that the people who tend to visit him brought.
Mm-hmm. He was just conked out in the background.
Yeah, as you do. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Hey
about it.
Camille, just vibing. It's like, the peace and the quiet and reading the book and roll something real quick. Okay, cool. Um, so you know how in when you're in hospital and sometimes every now and then there's like uh doctors who like come in and like check up on how you're doing and stuff like that, or if you need anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Camille, you're just there reading. Um, uh, is there a chance he'd like look up right away when the door opens, or is he like currently lost in the sauce of the book?
Let's roll perception to see. Okay. Yeah, he does look up.
Okay, so yeah, so you hear the door uh open, and I don't know if you recognize the face, but you can definitely recognize certain voice, and it's like, oh, Camille Christie, I assume. Yeah, it's time for like a, daily checkup. And then he looks at you, and he's wearing, like, this figure is wearing like glasses, and he like raises them up and gives you that that grin and that wink, and he's like, "Oh, you're awake. Nice to see you."
uh, yeah, Camille, he kind of gives you a grin in return.
He's just dressed up in this like big like doctor lab coat and glasses, but pretty much everything else is the same.
Yeah, he's just, I should have known you'd show up sooner or later. I'm surprised you used the door.
Well, would. I would have. But also, I've heard that you're not the only person in the room. And then, like, he just gives a quick look and he sees Izumi, and he decides he's gonna ask about that later. He's like, yeah, plus, I'd rather not get kicked out right away. No.
Well, you might just. I think impersonating the staff does count as grounds for kicking someone out.
Oh, don't worry about it. You know me by now, kid. Everything's under control. And he just uh, slowly closes um door with his foot, and he looks through a clipboard or something. You don't know what the heck is written there, and like, yeah, of course, as a doctor, I have come here for checkup. And then, like, he just strolls around the room. And he looks at you. It's absolutely a drawing on the clipboard. And as he looks through it, he's like, well, I guess I should probably start with the $1 million question. And then he takes off his glasses and he goes, what have you been doing, kid?
And Camille kind of just lets out a little groan and slumps like, you would not believe the week I've had. Because you have to do a title drop at some point.
And and like the moment he sees Camille slump, he rolls his eyes. The clipboard is discarded, and he does this dramatic flail, like, "Oh my goodness, tell me about it."
uh, well, I probably should have figured that, a week without murder, that was definitely leading up to something. I mean, the last time that happened, that was a whole thing with the pop star. And he kind of points over at you.
He's just like, "Yeah, yeah, fair enough. I mean, knowing this place, it's bound to happen." You've gotten missing in action for a bit there, huh? Yeesh. What on earth have you fallen into that time?
Well, at least this time there wasn't any crashing planes or explosions or gunshots.
It's like, yeah, I guess. Um, on for a bit. Okay, yeah. So just like does this shrug, like, yeah, fair enough. Because uh, in character, like out of character, I think he wouldn't be the one to like fully on prod Camille, because he also feels like in before he came to the hospital, he knows there's a lot of people who've already been there. So he's like, yeah, I think this kid's probably gotten a lot of talks.
Oh, he sure has.
Yeah.
He sh- But yeah, it's fine. I mean, you also kind of know like what this kid is like usually, considering the fact that like all the wild stunts that he's pulled before. In-
Yeah.
Up to
Yeah,
and including
definitely.
taking a bullet for you.
Yeah, that too.
um,
Uh,
but yeah,
guess he just like he gives a low whistle and he's like, "Geez, what's the perp? What kind of perp you got dealing with then?"
and he shrugs like, it was some bitchy elf running a kidnapping ring or something. And he I guess when the monk's around, he's just gonna try and play cool, I guess. It's fine.
Man,
But yeah,
he there's an eyebrow raise and he's like, "Oh, think I know this person? You think someone I might know?"
and he kind of taps a hand to his cheek, like, The name Rose ring any bells?
And wait, I'm actually gonna roll. That be history or intelligence check?
Probably history.
Okay. Plus, where's my 12? Eh,
You
maybe. Oh, you go first.
you might have heard a thing or two in like the more um underground parts or circles, but generally that's not what you like. Generally that's not too much what you concern yourself with. So you haven't really heard much.
Yeah, yeah. He just like he tries to rack his brain if he remembers anyone by the name, and he goes, I don't think I've heard that person's name much before. Maybe like once or twice in passing. And then he looks at you like, more details you got? Maybe I can try to look them up later. Where are they now, by the way? You can do an insight check.
Mm, okay. I guess he decided today is the day to have good rolls.
Oh, that's so okay. Um, when he's asking you if there's still details on like the elf or where the elf is now, he may or may not be else definitely looking for details because it's that thing you can already tell it's that look like uh there might be a highest or he might try stealing something from there or doing who knows whatever the heck there.
And Camille's just like, well, um, she was, like I said, running a kidnapping ring. She's very, very much in custody now. I don't think she's gonna get out of jail for a long time. But, hmm, me, uh,
He just goes like, and I mean it's good she's in custody, but I kind of wish I had a little talk with her. We find out if she had any you know some extra gold there and there.
well,
Especially those kinds of people. They're pretty easy to hack. Tell you, sometime last week we actually had to I ended up stealing a good chunk and I may have accidentally along the way. And I'm not complaining. Shut down another operation that's sort of the same sort. Not here though. Somewhere else. The and then,
well, it sounds like we've both been pretty busy.
eh, the character. This is just me improving, basing on actual episodes that happened.
You're so valid.
uh, yeah. He's like yeah, maybe a thief, but going into jobs like those, it's like way low.
Yeah, no, I don't imagine that you would concern yourself with those types of things very often. Kind of puts a damper on
Mm,
the whole fun gentleman thief type.
he like turns around. So that turn, it's like I don't know how to explain it. But basically his movements are pretty much like theatrical slash dramatic, and he's like, well, of course, I'm not just a gentleman thief for nothing. What my grandfather say?
uh, I well, if I were your grandfather, I would probably feel ashamed regardless. And he is very much giving you a shit-eating grin.
He like squints at you and is like, Now you don't go talking about my old man like that, huh?
Oh, I'm not talking about your old man like that. I'm talking about you like that.
When it comes to him, when it comes to Camille, like saying stuff like that to him, he just like eh, rolls with it.
You know, he is a detective. He's legally required to bully thieves and gentlemen thieves, even
Yeah,
if they are his uncle or fake
I
uncle.
and he
It's fine.
yeah he like looks at Camille. He just gives like after the shrug, he just gives this false gasp like I can't believe you talking like this to your dear old uncle.
I know, I'm such a horrible little child, aren't I?
You are. Gee, I guess that would mean I have to stop paying the child support.
Oh, yeah, I just love having Lemonke books show up at my doorstep every month or so. I'm sure I can use
He
those.
he whips his head around. He's like, "Hey, for the record, I actually do use some of real money.
I hold these too.
I hold him. I hold him also." He's like, "Besides, can't keep giving you pure Lamont bucks. Or Papa wouldn't approve of it."
Well, you do realize that paying real child support means making you a real uncle, right?
You know, fake documents here, fake documents there. Just to tell.
Camille just
Cause like
gives
I
you a
think,
fond shake of
yeah.
his head.
I think, cause like actually would like not directly child support, but he does drop off like legit uh money every now and then.
Oh.
But of course, they are mixed with Lamont bucks, and Camille probably has to sit down figuring out which ones are the real bills and which ones are not.
It's the free enrichment.
It's the free enrichment.
Uh,
I guess at this point, like he looks around the room and like he looks at Azumi, who once again is conked out, absolutely conked out in the background, and he gestures with his head and is like, well, care to tell me what this guy's doing here?
oh, he was one of the people who came to unkidnap me, and I don't think anyone's been able to make him leave.
Huh? I've heard of this guy, uh Azumi, right?
And Camille nods.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard this guy from Tal Trickster. I think you know him. Uh,
Yeah,
he just goes like,
he told me that he met you, and there is something very mischievous to his smile there. Um, Also, apparently Izumi got a nat 1 on his con check, so he is passed the fuck out. There's
he's absolutely
probably
conked out.
yeah, there's probably some light snoring coming from him. He is out.
Out. And I guess at that grin, he's like, "Oh, do tell."
Well, I think he wanted to seem cool to the child, so he might have bragged about meeting you.
He gives a snicker, but I don't think you really need to roll an insight because they're just casual here. It's like there's hints of fondness, like I really well. Glad to see that kid's doing all right though. There's been a lot of younger Phantom Thieves running here and there. Is that?
Yeah, I guess the plot just likes teenage Phantom Thieves. Or, well, I guess younger Phantom Thieves. And though he does kind of get a bit of a grin, like, he might know that, you just so happen to be my fake uncle.
Snorts at that. And he's like, how did he take it?
Oh, he had a wonderful expression on his face. Uh,
Ah, maybe you didn't take a picture of it. Maybe I'll try hacking security cameras. Maybe I can get it.
yeah, he's got a big old grin on his face. He's just like, yeah, you should have been there. It was right after he just got done bragging about meeting you.
Well, of course, who am I to deny that, you know, like them being in the presence of me?
Yes, because you I don't know how you managed to keep up such a reputation around Phantom Thieves.
Like, well, what can I say? I'm unpredictable. Besides, a lot of people figure out stuff about me. They all called me a mystery, which is true because it's like, I guess, sort of common knowledge for people who try to look this man up. It's a thing where like people know so much about him, yet so little about him.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
The more information there is, the harder it is to parse through. But yeah, uh,
yeah,
uh, Camille does give you a smile. Like, Trickster did call you a dork, though.
yeah. He like sputters a bit, and he's like, "Well, I'll see you as a dork next time I meet that kid." I guess he also like looks back at the Zoom and he's like, "You said no one's been able to make him leave. You want me to kick him out?"
Sorry, what was that last bit?
He just like looks back at the Zoom and he remembers that you said that so far no one's been able to get him out of the room. And he just like casually questions like, you want me to drag him out?"
No, I think that's fine. I don't think he would react well to that. Uh, God, I do not think Izumi would react well to suddenly waking up in a secondary location.
Yeah, no. This is all jokingly though.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh, Camille
I guess he
does
like looks
give.
closer and he's like, "Hey, you guys must have been pretty close if he's still here after a while."
Well, hmm. Camille kind of gives a little shrug at that, like, I guess so. Uh, so we're mostly just coworkers.
Should I try to do an insight check on that?
Sure.
Nah. Okay. Surprisingly, my
Coworkers.
insight is just a straight D20 apparently. Oh yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, yeah,
You
they.
got a 5, so like his coworkers. He's like, yeah, okay. Like maybe detective stuff because he's the one who saved Camille.
Yeah,
Makes
like
sense.
you you know how wild and feral detectives are. Like you have one that is
Yeah.
chasing you like down to the ends of Satori. And then you met Camille, and this kid straight up took a bullet for you, even though he was trying to arrest you like 2 seconds earlier. Like,
Yeah.
maybe detectives really are just like that.
Like he opens his mouth to say something, but he can't speak because yeah, he's seen what detectives are. Also, again, he thinks of a certain detective that's been chasing him around. Like, okay, that's fair. Maybe I'll try checking more of that guy. Yeah, I'll try looking through his files, find something about him. Um, you gonna say something?
uh, yeah, I think Camille probably just gives a little nod at that.
It's like I guess there's like a beat or like there's just a bit you guys are just like dive in. Then uh okay, he looks at you and he's like when you draw on him.
And Camille, he he gives you a very mischievous smile as he's like, go ahead, cause either way, it's going to be very, very amusing to him.
Yeah, like they've done. This is the reason why he is here to cheer the kid up. Uh, just like gives that signature mischievous grin as he like takes out a marker, draws something, maybe like a monocle or something, or mustache or whatever. It's up to your interpretation.
You want to roll
And he
sleight of hand to see how good you can do?
sure. Let me. Where's my?
Probably with advantage considering.
I think that 24 is all right. Never mind. There's a
28.
28.
Man, yeah, you sure do it good.
What was that perception for?
uh, yeah, yeah, Izumi does not wake up or notice shit as you, like, masterfully cover his face in doodles.
Makes sense because he's done stuff like this before. He's got experience. He
Yeah.
draws on his face, and after a bit, he puts the cap back on the marker, and he's like, "I think this is a good makeover. What do you think?"
I don't think I could have done any better myself.
He like claps his hands, like, "Yes, mas- the artist has struck again." Where he like strolls back on the bed, and I guess for a bit he also like oh yeah, and he pulls out a bunch of like cards. Like, yeah, for playing.
Sure, are we doing it normally or are we both trying to cheat as much as possible?
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, and from the smile Camille gives you, it is absolutely the latter.
Oh no, yeah, he agrees the same. Record, I have no idea how cards work, so I think they're just doing this in the background while they're talking.
Yeah, we can like we can roll a sleight of hand and a deception, and whoever has the higher total of them both probably is the winner of that little game, but we don't have to go into detail.
Yeah, like for context, because we're both horrible people with crazy intelligence. They're just gonna cheat they're just gonna cheat each other at the card game.
Absolutely. So they're just having a casual conversation while cheating the hell out of each other. Okay.
Yeah,
So this.
like okay.
That's what he.
That's my sleight of hand. I have to roll a deception also.
Yeah, because part of it is about how well you can pull off acting like you're not doing anything wrong. Alright,
Okay.
let's see. Yeah, you win,
Just by
but
one
it's
point.
yeah, you win by 1 point. So it is a pretty close match, but you know, you are a gentleman thief. You kind of have your reputation at stake here. You can't not lose. But yeah, so that's what they're gonna be doing in the background. Liz,
Yeah,
I know I
like
said
so like
stink. Don't worry about it. I, s- I meant steak.
while they're doing that in the background, he's um like uh, like disregarding the entire, thing prior to you getting in the hospital. Pretty exciting stuff happened that, of course, nothing life threatening. It's like because I know the feeling of being cooped up in a hospital for a while. Not fun. The amount of times I had to be dragged back to bed.
Well, compared to the things we've been through, the reason why I'm here is kind of stupid.
Oh,
Um, I might have jumped out of a second story window.
I'm gonna roll something. Wait, okay, does not hide it. He laughs.
Yeah, Camille's laughing a bit too now. Like, I mean, yeah, compared to plane crash and well, most of the plane-based adventures we've had, it's kind of silly that it was a window that took me out.
Yeah, he's just like wheezing. He's like, uh, I shouldn't be this surprised, but it's still kind of funny. Don't you have those things that make you light as a feather?
Well, he kind of took my gadgets, so um, I had to rely on the good old adrenaline to get Featherfall going.
Ah, see how. Jeez, like a story building. Oof. I thought that plane crash was something, alright.
Yeah, just man, they are both utterly ridiculous.
They are.
um,
Let's see, I have here. Yeah, that's another card and stuff. He's like, the plans you got after this whole thing? How long are you supposed to be staying here anyways?
um, well, I think mostly I don't think any longer than 2 weeks. The doctor's been checking up on me a lot, and it seems like the he kind of makes a sour face at having to say it like this. Conkus Ponkus is healing fine. uh,
And like he like a bit, but then he also realizes something like, "Oh, yeah, it also makes me think. That means like a bunch of them in past year, and he does like the face gesture of the face because I really don't know how Camille looks like right now. If he's like in the disguise still or not.
yeah, he's probably got his own little how to disguise on. Um, but considering how well you know him, like you can see past the illusion pretty darn easily.
Um,
Um, and he kind of just shrugs like, yeah, a few people managed to piece together some things.
which sort of things? Because I know there's like a whole stack of those there.
Well, he kind of jerks a thumb at Izumi. He figured out pretty much all of it. He figured out the main bit at least, and then I had to tell him the rest. Um, there is another one figured out. Sammy. Um, if you wander around the hospital, you might see him. He's kind of got rainbow hair. He's hard to miss. He also kind of pieced things together. Uh, and well, there's also the doctor here, and he kind of pulls a face again. And you can roll insight on that if you want.
Alrighty, one and 18. What does that get me?
Yeah, yeah. There's something that you can tell from his face that yeah, the doctor not only found out but told Camille about some stuff that he also did not know and is not very pleased at finding out.
There's an eyebrow raise at the mention of like the doctor, and he's like, guy right there. You look like you found something that you didn't want to know."
um,
Just saying something considering your whole deal. Like another hidden layer?
so you know how kids lose their baby teeth, right?
Yes.
As uh, God, as the doctor put it, my patty is very stubbornly insistent on making more.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just like, if he was drinking water, he would have like done a spit take. It's like, how many teeth have you got in there?
Well, I haven't lost any um well, I have lost teeth like this. I did not lose more than one of the same kind of tooth yet, but that apparently might change.
I just had a horrible, horrible idea that popped out from this.
Oh boy. Do share.
Uh, so like, he has this like look that it's just like blink, blink. What the heck? Before before he composes himself. Then he says, "What this means, right?"
Oh, you're not thinking of some sort of scheme, are you? Well, you are thinking
No,
of
no,
a
no.
scheme.
Hear me
Tell
out. Hear me out. Still believe in the tooth fairy, right?
Oh, of course, that's what you're going to do.
I'm not gonna pull your teeth out if that's what you're wondering. Also consider
You want
possibility.
you want to scam the tooth fairy?
No, not scamming a tooth fairy, but like she can't control if you keep losing teeth that apparently are infinite teeth. Is to stop her from collecting all the teeth that probably fall out.
And Camille just groans and he's putting his face in his hands. Like, I
The
can't.
character, I'm also putting my head in my hands, but the muse grabbed me by the throat and said this.
It is so wonderfully in character for him, though.
Yeah.
As he's just, oh, I can't believe you were actually thinking of, oh my, Moon.
um, hold on, let me roll something if I wanna.
He does indeed flop into the bed.
There's a, there's like, it's like a small door click, and the familiar head pokes in, and he's like, familiar head pokes in for a bit. And he's like, "You think of doing that? Hey, I'm. You think of doing that, Lamont? I'm heading out to the town. You do the next heist on your own." And he's just like, "But Jeru, think about it."
No, I'm with Papa here.
He also just gives you Jeru also just gives you a little hat nod.
uh, they are
He's
all
like,
so
"Make it
horribly
to you're alive."
chaotic.
They are horribly chaotic.
Yeah.
And I think he like after he just like gives a small greeting to Camille, he just like squints at Lamont before he puts his head back out and the door closes. He's just like, "I'm betrayed by my own partners. Can't believe this."
I mean, what
Yeah,
did
so
you
yeah, Papa's here.
expect?
Anyway, I mean, I think it's something I should have expected. To be fair, years of working with them, but they also should know that it's something I would do. By the way,
It is
yeah,
something you would
Papa's
do.
here, and the other guys, and your uncle's also here, mainly because Samurai being on the lookout when he refuses to wear disguise is not the best plan, but for some reason, he seems to blend out. He seems to be the least one to get spotted right away, and he doesn't wear a disguise. He just flips his hands up like, "What?"
Camille snorts at that. Like, maybe it's a sign that you're trying too hard.
Next thing you know, I've probably become a samurai of my own. Ugh, thanks. I've seen him train so much. I think I'm good at doing my own thing.
I don't know. I think you could use a little bit of that training. He is
He just like
absolutely
he
picturing Lamont, like, shivering, looking like a sad, wet puppy underneath a waterfall.
that's so funny. Also, just for a flavor, what's happening outside of the room is like, because of course there are the other two are there to like look out in case Pops arrives because of course he pops up wherever Lamont is, and Meowamon is just there, sitting down right outside of the room, no disguise. in his samurai outfit. Yes, he's just sitting here.
Just sitting here, maybe
That's
drinking some tea.
yeah, that's what Drew was there to make sure that yeah. Again, this is Inkwell. I think this should be this isn't too out of the ordinary.
Yeah, Einquell's kind of just like uh, cat.
All
A
terrible.
doctor
I'm
wanders up
obsessed.
to them.
That's
uh, inmate or beloved.
made our beloved. If he does, if he in the case he would say, "Do you need anything?" I'm on trying to think of an excuse. You have tea.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I
And
used to,
then Drew was just like trying to hide in his hat.
they're totally not suspicious at all, considering the
Yeah.
people that inmate has seen wander into this kid's room.
One of them presumably wearing a doctor's outfit, even though he's never seen this man in the office before.
Uh,
It's fine. It's cool. It's chill. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
yeah, this kid gets a lot of weird visitors. That is
Yeah.
fair. Yeah,
Yeah, that is fair.
medical drama is just like that. Sometimes you're a doctor and a ninja or a samurai, and sometimes you're a doctor and a superhero. It's fine. This is just the kind of people that work here. Uh,
Yeah. Again, this is Inkwell. This is the good Inkwell. How good can it be? Yeah. I think they just like play cards for a bit and uh let me see. I don't have is there anything else? Is there anything else you want to add? 'Cause I have a mini closing, but if you want to do something, go ahead.
hmm. I think after a moment, Camille kind of just he pauses uh his, as he's playing the game, doing his horrible little cheat thing, uh, and he's just actually, what would I do kind of owe Phantom L1 considering. So, what would be pretty funny?
He's already chin hands. Go on.
You're good at disguises, right?
Of course.
Think you could disguise as a local phantom thief?
Oh, that sends him grinning. And he does that that pecking cackle like oh, of course I can.
Of course, you don't have to do it anytime soon, but I think, well, I can't just, uh, not cause a little bit of trouble for my rival. No, I think in the end, meeting you will probably make up for it. Or
He
it might just
he
curse
slings his
him.
arm around him and he is already like a nephew of my own heart indeed.
uh, they're both horrid little troublemakers.
They are both hard little troublemakers. Like when it's a series, when it's something actually legitimately serious, it can be a scary team up. But when they're not doing anything life threatening, you can get to stupid stuff.
Yeah, I like to imagine that as Lemonke's doing that, they also just very much glance at each other's cards.
They do. They do.
uh,
This has happened so many times that like they've accepted it and them, but they still cheat.
yeah, of course. Cheating was the goal after all.
Exactly. Both horrible.
By the end of this game, there's probably like 10 aces. Like,
Yeah.
there somehow his tarot card ended up in there. Just, there are no fours.
There are no fours. It's like, cause I like to think that this has happened so many times that they don't even just like talk much. It's just like an unamused eyebrow raise, and the other is just like smirking.
There's an even reverse card in there.
Is it even a reverse card in there?
Yeah, and Camille just pulls that out like, I believe this is yours. And
Oh,
he is handing it
not
to
get there.
you.
He's just like, thanks, need this.
Just horrible, horrible little characters. Um,
It's the good old stupidness we need.
we sure do. Yeah, I think that's probably. I'm not sure if I had anything else other than affectionate bullying of Phantom Owl.
Yeah, no. Think like as you guys like reach the end of the game and like from the rolls we did earlier, I think it was the Monko one by one
Yeah,
point.
like it was.
Mm,
You're both going ham
yeah,
with the cheating, but in the end you managed to finally out cheat Camille.
yeah. It's like you like the thing where like he triumphantly like sets down his cards.
Yeah, Camille just snorts and he's just, well, guess you got me.
And he like grins and like deep down he's actually like proud of himself because hey, he got the kid to, cheer up.
Yeah, it's good soft times.
I think before we end, he does do like he just like as he casually like puts the cards neatly back in the box or whatever, like cleaning up. He's like, oh yeah, if you're interested when you are out from the hospital, I may have gotten a little, I may have a little case for ice that you might be interested in.
Oh?
And I guess we can defend it there as he like just gives a rundown of it to Camille.
Oh, that is
And
very
yeah.
good. I simply hold these two affectionately.
Absolutely.
They are
And yeah,
friends
they're just there.
and
They're
fake
friends.
found family.
It's the ride or die.
They they sure are though. Camille does very much like to give Lemonk shit because he did find Lemonk with his hand stuck in a vending machine once.
That is true. Lamont also likes to give Camille that also because I don't remember specific. I don't remember a specific scene, but I know he spotted Camille doing stuff just as embarrassing as this.
Oh yeah, you can absolutely catch Camille in some embarrassing shit.
Yeah,
uh,
call each other out. It's a mutual, it's a mutual calling out.
They both have affectionate blackmail stockpiles.
Definitely. But yeah. Uh, they hold them. They hold them. They're horrible, but I care them so much. Also, rip Azumi when he wakes up later.
Yeah. Uh, hey Abby, do you want to do the epilogue with Asumi
Wanna
waking
do the
up?
epilogue?
Nice.
Go for it. I think this is like maybe good. How many minutes after the gang has left the hospital?
Yeah, with probably with a very angry Meowmon, considering that the hospital tea is not at all good.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, you just get an apologetic inmate about that.
he's just
Hi,
like he's
everybody.
Hi
just like
Abby.
gives a bow. Hi, Abby. Like it's understandable, but he's still a bit. Like the fact that he's a cat. The little kitty pout.
Yeah.
No!
It's okay. They take him out to a good tea shop.
Yeah, just the monkey
Take
goes
him
to the
out to the
painted
painted
lady.
lady. Yeah, you go to the painted lady for tea.
Lol. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, I'm gonna roll a quick con as my boy wakes up. Okay, yeah, that's not as bad as it was the last time he woke up and stretched.
mm,
uh, he's got pillows now, so that's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll deception for Camille, uh, to see how natural he can play it off. Uh,
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of good, but I look at Zumi's modifiers.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh my god!
what happened?
My dude, that was a nat 1.
Oh,
Oh no.
yeah, you just woke up. Camille is acting perfectly natural. He's just sitting back in bed reading a book. Uh, yeah, there's nothing that indicates anything that happened to you. Question, Starbs? Because I think it's funny.
Hello.
Would the monk have actually like signed Zumi's face?
I
Please
know
tell
he'd
me.
I know he'd draw what you'd usually draw on people, like a monocle or a mustache or a beard or whatever. But if Camille would request to like sign it, he would.
Does he
Camille,
sign it with his usual face?
Yes, he would.
I think Camille might suggest that because he thinks it's very funny.
Yeah. Anyway, Lamont voice. Lamont voice. Yeah, Lamont voice is just like, don't worry. I know Camille and I know Trickster. It's fine.
Yeah. Uh, Camille
I think it.
has absolutely taken a picture of that, by the way.
Oh my god!
Wait,
Affectionately bullying your not brother coworker.
Yeah.
the meme where the guy is like doing a peace sign in front of a graveyard, a gravestone.
Yeah.
So that was Lamont and Azumi on the couch.
Yes,
Camille took the picture.
absolutely.
I really want him to show it to Arata later.
Oh, he will.
Right.
Wonderful. Pleasant. This is this is a hospital room though. And I think if that was a fucking nat 1, my dudes. Azumi does get up and stretch a little bit and walk around because yikes, pass the fuck out. He needs to move a little bit. Make sure that Camille's alright. There probably is a reflective surface or two somewhere in the room.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably like a little bathroom offshoot of the room or something. But yeah, either that or like the reflection in the window.
Camille?
Yes.
When did this happen?
uh, oh, he is not doing a good job of hiding his amusement.
At least the kid's happy.
Yeah. Camille is very obviously trying to fight a smile right now. He's got a hand up in front of his face and he's looking away. He's just I don't know. I was asleep.
Oh, you are full of shit. And he says that affectionately, and he's gonna try and like grab you and like do that like head rustle.
Oh.
Like grab you. Brain says headlock.
Yeah, I mean headlock is closed. Affectionate headlock.
You have been grabbed.
There's a little squeak. Yeah, and Sammy bullying Camille is probably where we can end this. Lemonke, probably. Would you still be snooping around to get more blackmail because this is a this is a pretty good blackmail moment.
Would ask Camille.
Yeah.
Of course, like security cameras.
Yeah, I can just very casually get a picture of Camille trapped in a headlock.
Yes, he would.
Amazing.
Oh,
Wait! I have an idea. There's a camera. There's a tiny sound of a camera click from the vents.
my god!
Oh my god. Camille's
Get out of
probably
here!
Camille's probably too busy being noogied to notice. But yeah, that's probably where we'll end it today with Lamont getting the last laugh. And thank you, Starbs beloved, for joining me for some good little fluff shenanigans.
Thank you for playing with me. This is very cute.
It was very cute. And thank you everyone for tuning in to listen. Thank you, Abby, for your cameo.
Thank you, Abby.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And we will see you all next time. Bye!
Ooh. Bye.